Hello, goodbye, and hello again, and welcome back to Minecraft. Today we're doing a texture pack review on the Nightmare Before Christmas Mashup Pack. And, a lot of the time when people buy this pack, they're buying it for the explorable, custom world, pre-built world, or they're buying it for the characters, the avatars, the skins, of which there are 40 in this pack. But today we're going to look at the texture pack and decide, okay, judged on its own merits, how are the textures? So the description says, a nightmare before Christmas with thousands of blocks over there and more redstone than I can bear. Looks scary, but also fun. Could it be I got my wish? Should I play or should I run? A Christmas pack so nightmarish. Let us... I always show off the skins because those are technically textures. This is part of what you're getting when it comes to the visuals. It's got, pretty much all of the main characters from main and minor characters from the movie. Quite a few of them, at least. And I think they did a really good job on the skins. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, by the way, if you enjoy this or if this helps you decide whether to buy it, please leave a like and subscribe for more. That helps out a lot, and it takes very little time. All right, thanks. Let's go ahead and jump into the world. Okay, here we are in the texture display world. And you'll notice that there's no music playing because I had to turn it all the way off because this pack, because it's Nightmare Before Christmas, plays random songs from the Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack at random, and that's copyrighted music, so I can't play that on my video. But if you enjoy listening to the soundtrack of Nightmare Before Christmas over and over again at random, especially if you really like This Is Halloween over and over again, then this is the pack for you. Okay, things that grow. Got some interesting leaf textures here, and some Christmassy textures because in the the pre-built world, there's Halloween Town and then there's Christmas Town, and they're connected to each other via the portal or whatever, or like a minecart ride or something. I don't remember. It's been a while, but so there's kind of Halloween textures and Christmas textures all in one here. Some interesting mushrooms. Here's the plants. That's interesting. The pitcher plant is just however you describe this instead of being a pitcher plant. Here's the flowers, all of which look different. This one's kind of a snowflake, which is kind of interesting. Oh, I see that this tree is like some ducting or something instead. Very strange. And then here's your hanging flower and your vines and beehives and things of that nature. That's kind of cool. I don't often point this out, but these are neat in this pack. I forget what these are. These are trees, but these are like the trees from the nether or whatever that don't want to grow normally, or I couldn't get them to grow. Some weird looking mushrooms. Here's your logs, some of which are candy canes. Here is planks. Here's dirt, sand, and gravel. Yeah, there's a lot of like monochrome or grayscale textures in this pack, as you'll see as we go along. Sandstone. Here's stone and stuff. Is that weeping obsidian? I'm assuming. Maybe. Polished stone. Cobblestones. Here's bricks. Now we're starting to see some things that look like characters from Nightmare Before Christmas. Stone, bricks, blocks, etc. I just got points, but I'm doing a video right now, so I'm not gonna activate them. Sorry. Stone blocks, bricks, etc. Glass. Some different stained glasses. So it's looking like the default glass texture has a candy cane border and line through it. Here's the walls. Some very decorative and different walls. Concrete powder. Concrete. Terracotta. Here's the glazed terracotta. That's fun. Glazed terracotta is always a good chance for some different textures in a pack. Here's ores, which all appear to be like Christmas light, not lights. What's the word I'm looking for? Ornaments embedded in stone. Nether ore, hello donkey or whatever you are. Deep slate ore. Here's the amethyst, which look like bunches of ornaments. Random lonely magma block. And the sponges. That's an interesting magma. Here's light sources. I'm not a huge fan of this texture pack so far, but at least they made it different. The smoke being skulls is kind of cool and thematically appropriate. Other light sources. Here's signs. This pack apparently has been kept up to date because it's got hanging signs and such, which is always good to see. Monster spawner, fences and gates. Here's the dried kelp block. Looks like a Christmas tree. Diamond, lapis, gold, emerald, redstone blocks. Iron block. Raw copper, gold, and iron. Another ornament texture. Lodestone. Pretty cool lodestone. Prismarine. Slime block. Honey. Hay bale. Bone block, quartz. Yeah, these are cool. Quartz blocks are cool in this pack. Copper. A lot of these blocks look. Here's the ladder. A lot of these blocks look fine in isolation, but when you see it in an actual world that's not the pre-built world, a lot of it looks kind of strange. Here's doors. Some fun Halloweeny doors and Christmassy doors. Trap doors. Here is bookcases, etc. Interesting. Here's the enchanting table. Here's the beds, which have custom geometry, which I always like to see. Crafting table and villager job tables. I'm not a huge fan of the crafting table. That's the crafting table. Oh, I just noticed that the crosshair is like a snowflake. Here's furnaces that look more different than usual, I guess. More different from each other. Here's anvils and grindstones. That one's got like gingerbread men on it. Cauldrons. Here's the lava and water chests. It's the Mad Doctor's head is the ender chest. Barrel, jukebox and note block. Not sure what that's supposed to look like in this case. The empty armor stand, which is decorated with bones. That's one of the better armor stands we've seen, actually. The beacon, the bell, the iron bars. Here's the paintings. Pretty much what you would expect from a Nightmare Before Christmas painting, I suppose. Lots of things to decorate a holiday town. I will be adding in the new textures as soon as 1.21 comes out. But I probably won't be redoing these videos to show them off in previous packs. Item frames, rails, some I guess it's like Christmas lights on the rails there. Here's what the TNT looks like in the minecart. Here is redstone stuff. That's the piston. Here's the pottery, which looks cool. They've got unique designs on each of these instead of just stylized versions of the usual stuff, which is you know, unique and interesting. Scaffolding. Here's a couple of banners and some boats, which these are actually pretty good looking boats too. There's a boat with a chest. Okay, let's jump on back. And I tell you, these are eerily quiet when you have the music turned all the way off, especially compared to when you're playing it with the music on in this world, when there's Nightmare Before Christmas music blaring in the background. Here's some armors and weapons. Each of the swords seems to be a totally different tool in this pack, which I do like. There's Santa Claus ones and Scarecrow ones and so forth. There's the elytra and the shield. Kind of Batwing elytra. There's the bow. Here are some armor trims, which are actually these as always, it's amethyst trim on iron armor. And there's actually like totally different designs on each of these. That one's completely different, actually. So this is probably one of the more unique armor trims that we've seen. That's probably going to raise my score a little bit. Sorry, I was zoomed in too much. You can see the names of the armor trims if you wanted to. So, you know, there's no shortage of decorations, and I do wonder what some of these would look like on different armors, but I don't have that set up. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh, I forgot the items. I got so distracted by the armor trims that I forgot about all the items. Here's your tools and weapons. Wide variety of different things. So a lot of effort was put into this pack. It can be a little hard on the eyes when you're playing in a normal Minecraft world, but if you are doing a specific build and you're planning around these textures, then I think you could have a lot of fun making something. Oh, there goes a really wild chicken. We'll look at them more closely in a minute. Here's potions. Foods, more foods. These I believe are the music discs. Here's things in buckets. I'm not sure what some of this stuff actually correlates to. It's not very readable in the sense that just looking at things, you're not sure exactly what they are. Let's go ahead and set off a firework. Cool, cool, cool. There's the sun. There's not any other special things in the sky other than, I guess the cloud shapes are different. Let's look at some mobs. But first, here is a like a couch, and here's one of the water coolers that I like to do. I saw a video at some point of somebody pointing out that you can do that, but I don't remember whose video it was. Here is the wandering merchant that I trapped in a boat so he couldn't get away. And his llama, or their llama. Here's a chicken. Very skeleton zombie chicken. A bee. Interesting kind of a mummy bee. Weird looking cows. They do look like critters from Nightmare Before Christmas. The pig is one of the the bathtubs, walking bathtubs that the kids run around in the movie. Here's a sheep. Here's a wolf that looks quite different, we'll say, in the wolf armor. That's amusing. I guess they haven't updated it since the wolf armor was released, which means the armadillo won't be custom either yet. But it is 0. The wolves are 0. Polar bear. Trying to get does it even have eyes? I don't think it has eyes. Oh, yes it does. Okay, it's just they're on the side of its head. I was looking at its ears as if they were supposed to be eyes. Here's an ocelot. Here is a cat. Here's the mushroom. Here's a bat with a skeleton, it's a skeleton bat. Here are the parrots, which are quite funny looking. They look like toys, like some of the toys that that Jack makes for their Christmas gift giving. Here's the rabbits. This is the second pack I've seen where this particular rabbit has kind of a bandolier or a harness on him, but I don't think in the default pack he does. Some very interesting rabbits. I wish I had more of the rabbits in here so we could see more variety. A llama, ignore the cow. Regular llama is a reindeer. The horses look like they're made of wood or straw, possibly, mostly wood. The donkey and the mule. The mule has a Joker smile. Skeleton horse. Zombie horse has no eyes. Here's the tropical fish. I just noticed that water is green, so it's harder to see everything. But the tropical fish, you can see better now, are like skeleton fish. Here's the cod, which are also bony, also skeleton fish. Pufferfish. Interesting. Not sure what they're supposed to look like. A salmon. Big skeleton fish. All following a theme. The dolphins. Get in here so you can see them better. They look like the sandworms, which was an interesting choice. The sea turtle has been run over by a car. Oh no. Oh, poor little sea turtle. He's just squished flat. The panda has... What do you have on your... He looks like kind of like a normal panda, except he has a I guess like a not necessarily a rug. Rug's not the right word I'm looking for, but you get the idea. The fox, and there's a pig in there now too. These pigs show up everywhere. I need to turn off the mob spawning one of these days. But there's the fox. It is skeletal. Here's the creeper, which is one of the more amusing creeper designs that we've seen so far. I kind of, you know, unironically love the mobs in this pack so far. Enderman. Come back, Enderman. Where did you go? There you are. He's a walking wreath. Silverfish is like a bunch of snake toys, snake and beetle toys. The skeleton is a skeleton, appropriately enough. The wither skeleton is one of those skeletons that Oogie Boogie has in his lair, I believe. Strays, kind of wearing, skeletons wearing torn up Santa suits, I would say. The slimes are like a brain in a takeout box, it looks like. A spider and cave spider are two different looking blue spiders. Here's a zombie. And a zombie piglin. That's an interesting choice for zombie piglin. I guess it's supposed to be worms. The husk. The mummy dude. Here's a drowned. He's one of the fishmen. Look over here. There you are. Squid and glow squid have an interesting design. The glow squid is emitting Jack Skellington particles. And they look they remind me of that one villager. The witch, appropriately enough, is one of the witches. Guardian and Elder Guardian look like Oogie Boogie's skull dice. I mean, say what you will, but everything's on brand. Endermite. That's an interesting Endermite. Cute little guy. One, probably the cutest Endermite that we've ever seen. Here's the magma cube. He's a Jack in the Box. That was a clever idea, I think. The Striders, again, are Oogie Boogie dices. I guess the nether is themed around Oogie Boogie's hideout. The Zoglin. What are you, Zoglin? Oh, you're like skeletons attached to a torture device or something? I don't know. Zombie piglins again. I never found anything to replace the duplicate zombie piglins that I actually accidentally had. Here's the goats. Do I have an opening in this? No, because the goats escape. But you can kind of see through here what they look like from above. Very strange goat. Axolotls. Cute little guys that look like the you know, Lovecraftian fishmen. The allays. Kind of gargoyle-like in nature. Here's the frog. See if we can see the frog, but he's in the water right now. There's the frog. Yeah, there you go. Cute frog. Here's the wandering trader and his llamas, by which I mean just a bunch. Oh no, there is actually a wandering trader in here. Okay. We already looked at one over there. The camel. They're made of wood. They're wooden toy camels. Blazes are like a haunted pumpkin surrounded by ghosts. That's kind of cool. The Ghast. I'll let you draw your own conclusions as to what the ghast is supposed to look like. Here's the shulkers. It's a shrunken head inside of a toy box. Very appropriate. Vindicator is a Vindicator and Evoker are vampires. Here's some villagers. They look like screaming children. Oh boy. Except for this guy, who seems to be like a Christmas elf. Okay. That's one of the more unusual villager choices that we've seen. Zombie villagers are, I guess, just zombified villagers. Here is the Phantom. You can actually get a good look at him. He's actually down where we can see him today. Interesting. Cool, cool, cool. Kind of like a vampire bat, I guess. Villagers are also vampires. Ravager. I mean, it's a Ravager, but it's a Nightmare Before Christmas Ravager. You know, that's what it is. Iron Golem and Damaged Iron Golem. Damaged Iron Golem has appropriate cracking and like a damaged skull and stuff, which is cool. Here's the Snow Golem and the Snow Golem with the pumpkin shaved off of it. Just looks like a snowman. The Sniffer is some sort of beetle. Cool. And the Armadillo is default because, again, the Armadillo is a recent addition. Here is the Warden. He is attacking something. Hopefully he's not attacking the armadillos. Hey, buddy, look at me. Witness me, Warden. That's what the Warden looks like. He doesn't seem to have a animation on his chest. Dude, quit killing chickens and stuff. That's not cool. Alright, let us go look at the nether. Okay, here we are in the nether. Here's what the nether portal looks like. Swirlies. That's the lava. Here's the hoglin. The non-zombified hoglin. This looks like a different color scheme for the same skeletons. Let's go over here to the... Excuse me, Strider. Here's the respawn anchor. And up here is the piglins. You can see that there's a different looking piglin here. Interesting. These are magma cubes, right? Yeah, hopping around. See the different sizes there. There's usually a ghast around here. No, that's just a magma cube. Maybe it'll show up later, but usually if I move away from this zone and then come back, it spawns in. Here's some more of the nether. The nether looks consistent enough. I don't really have any complaints about the nether in this pack. Is it gonna spawn in? I guess not. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go to the end, and the town that I built, or that is on top of, you know, the default town that is on top of the nether. I'm sorry, the end. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. To the end. Okay, here we are in the stronghold below template world that I used to show off the end because it's quick access. It's easy to get there. There's a villager for you. Some more villagers around. Screaming children. I always like to... these are what the village houses look like. Let us show off this other village over here. The ruined village. Because they look different. cats running around. Different cats look different, I guess. Yeah, so, I mean, you know, we're gonna... everything's kind of snowy here, so... some biomes just, I think, look a little strange in the world itself. There's lots of gray, you know, because grass is gray and stone is gray and all that. I'm just not a huge fan of the way that the overworld looks in this pack. But, you know, it's not the worst one that we've looked at. Let's go into the stronghold. I always try to look away from the ladder because one time I didn't, and it hurt somebody's eyes. So, you know, I try not to look directly at the ladder as we're climbing down it. Here's the stronghold. Go ahead and run. No reason not to run. We're in creative mode. That's a monster spawner with silverfish in it. Here's an Eye of Ender. Let's blow the goat horn. One of these days a pack might have a custom sound effect for that, but it doesn't. It's a crossbow. It's kind of a catapult. And this is the netherite sword that looks like a trident. Funny that looks more like a trident than the trident did. This is what the end portal looks like. And let's go explore the end. Okay, here's a better look at some Endermen. As you can see, they are made of wreaths. I think there was a character like that in the movie, wasn't there? I may be misremembering that. This is what the end crystals look like. And here's the Ender Dragon, which is very different geometry on the Ender Dragon. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I went into this pack remembering not liking it very much, and there's certainly aspects to it that I don't like, but the mobs are cool, and you know, a lot of the textures are, there's a lot of artistic merit to them, even if I'm not necessarily a huge fan of all of the designs. So I guess if you're building something specific with the texture pack in mind, then it's probably fine. You know, you might be able to get something that looks cool. But I do worry that like a pre-built long-term world won't look quite right with this texture pack. But yeah, so I'm you know, I was considering giving this a 3. Yeah, well, no, I don't know. I'm probably gonna give it a 4, just because you know, the mobs are all crazy. You know, I like the mobs, and I like the paintings, and I like most of the textures, so I'll give it a 4. All right. Thanks for watching, and like I said earlier, please subscribe. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. All right, peace. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Drift Your Garden was filmed in front of an undead studio.